is the president of Canada's Church of Scientology. Yvette Shank, thank you very much for joining us today. Good to have you.
Thank you for having me.
So let me start off with some questions, if you don't mind.
Absolutely. Just first of all, I just want to tell you, yes. I don't disagree with Christ, his teachings, anything like that.
Right.
And absolutely, there is an author to this universe.
The man on the cross. There was no Christ.
How do you concisely describe Scientology? Plane's going down. You got 3 minutes to tell the person next to you about Scientology. What do you say?
I tell them Scientology is a study of knowledge. It's a study of truths. And nothing is true for you unless you've observed it to be so. Your personal integrity is more important than in your immediate life. Once you lose your personal integrity, you've lost everything. And before you can help others, or you have to also help yourself first, then start helping others. But realize you are basically good in nature, or you would never feel bad when you did something bad. You wouldn't. If you weren't basically good, you would feel glad when you committed an evil against somebody. But you don't. You actually punish yourself quite a bit more than anybody else would. So realize you're basically good. You want to help others. You have had losses in helping others, failures, and you want to, and if you could do something about that, you would. If you could improve that, you would.
Okay. To pull that apart a little more, I would sort of say to you, well, what I just heard you say that was that if you buy into the Scientology stuff, then it is substantially going to improve your life.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct?
That's correct.
Is that a decent summarization of things?
When you have an understanding of life, when you understand who you are, where you come from, what your basic goals and purposes are, and you have tools to improve yourself and those around you, make a difference, yeah.
Okay. In the scenario that I painted there with the plane going down, you got 3 minutes to down. That's not going to help the person in 3 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, what you said makes total sense. I get that. And if they survive the plane crash, we're good to go. We can apply that in life. But if they're going to cark it in 3 minutes, you know what I mean?
Right.
For example, the Jesus person might say, well, there is a God, there is a Father God that loves you and wants you to be part of His kingdom. He wants you to be in a restored relationship with the Creator. Have you ever thought, we're about to die. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking there's that God mechanism that kicks in when you're about to die. So, yeah, well, you know what? In order to be with God, you got to be perfect. You're obviously not perfect. Let's ask for forgiveness for all your stuff and believe that Jesus paid the penalty for that. Let's do it. You got 1 minute and 30 left, and the guy dies. He's gone into heaven. That's the scenario with the Christian stuff.
Right.
But in Scientology, what's the afterlife deal? What do they look forward to when they die?
Okay.
Yeah.
First of all, you do not die. Your body dies. You, as a spiritual being, that which is you, does not die. You and your memories go on to the next life.
So is this or are we just flat out talking about reincarnation?
You discover for yourself you've lived before.
Do people have to pay to get into Scientology?
No. Some people just come in, they do Sunday service, that's at no cost. If they need, we give assists. These are something that we do to help someone who is in trouble physically, mentally, or spiritually. You can get a volunteer minister to come to your assistance if you need it. It's not about money. If you want to do a course, it can be anywhere from $50 to $100. And like any other religion, we use that money in order to support the building, the people that work there, and that's all.
But I have heard, and I must admit this, countless reports of people having a very, very hard time getting out of Scientology. In other words, there is a disassociation thing that goes on. How would you respond to that, Yvette?
I think it would depend on how they got out of Scientology. If they're like being a complete jerk and attacking us, and we don't care if somebody wants to leave.
Not a problem.
Let them leave.
But what if they want to speak out against it? Because
know,
you're known for lawsuits. You guys really are.
No, we're not.
I saw so much of the little bit of information I looked at. Mm-hmm. I saw a lot of stuff of Yvette where it was just like, whoa, like people are nervous around the Scientologists because of people who I know who have said, oh, you're going to have them on the show. You got to mind your P's and Q's, buddy, or you're going to get smoked. All hype.
You don't have to worry about it. It's all hype. It's media hype. It's been distorted.
But I saw your name on some affidavits online. Something happened out west.
Yeah.
Correct?
That's fine. We use the law. We don't take the law into our own hands.
Right.
But it's quite warm outside, and I'm honestly not afraid because I highly doubt you guys can find it.
Not only that, we wouldn't even bother. We could find it, just so you know, we could. If you want.
Oh, here's Yvette Shank, OSA Canada.
Oui, ramène-les ton. Je te fais c'est fini de t'ôter de
I get up early in the morning so bastards like you can touch me. I want that. I'm looking for that.
Can you help me understand, and I don't think I have the terminology right here, but is there a rehabilitation place in California that people will go to kind of get back on track again? Can you explain that to me?
There is a rehabilitation place, but that's only for those of us who have dedicated our lives to Scientology.
What's it called? The R something F or the R?
Yeah.
What is
RPF.
it? RPF.
Rehabilitation Project Force.
Okay.
Yeah. I've had friends who've gone through that and love it.
And again, there have been people who've gone through it and are now talking about it publicly, saying, "Ugh." For example, I know someone who knows someone, and there's a bit of you just got to be careful of that third party.
Yeah.
But it's not that distant. I do know someone who knows someone who was at the RPF, sorry, is that what it's called, RPF, who just tells of, being held against their will, having to stay there. So what do you do with those claims?
Scientology is composed of people. I'm not saying we are perfect.
Right.
I'm saying we are doing the best thing we possibly can. And if he was kept there against his will, I would not condone that. I would want to help him. And if he has a valid complaint, he should come and see me. I will help him or her.
Sure.
Because that's not what we're all about. That is not what Ron Hubbard teaches.
Speaking of what Ron Hubbard teaches, can you tell me about, is it Xenu? Did I pronounce it right?
Yeah.
What is the story behind that?
That's, again, hyped. It's, again, taken out of context, and it's not.
But I don't even know what it is, though. Okay. Is there someone named Xenu? Is there an entity or something? Ron Hubbard doesn't talk about Xenu at all?
That's been completely misduplicated, misunderstood.
Right.
And it's completely taken out of context. And I've never read that. So there you go.
So, but we weren't, like, I wasn't the one that made up or came up with the name Xenu. It came from Scientology. So what is the history of it, though?
I don't know. I don't have the history of that. Just that somebody has said that exists. Okay.
Okay.
Got it. I think there are many planets. Planet Earth is not the only planet.
Right.
I think it would be silly to think that this is it, planet Earth, nothing else. But as far as Xenu, well, okay. If somebody wants to forward that as what this is Scientology, it's not what Scientology is.
No. Okay.
No.
All right. Fair enough. I don't know enough to do the dance with you on it, so I have to bring it up because
no problem.
The Xenu thing was there. All right.
Okay.
We are in the studio with Reverend Yvette Shank, who is the president of Canada's Church of Scientology. Thetan. There's another word that came out. What is a Thetan?
That's you, better known as you, the spiritual, that which gives life. It's you.
Now, I didn't say Satan, not S-A-T-A-N. No. It's T-H-A-T-A-N, right? Thetan.
That's right. The word itself means that which gives life.
So are you a Thetan?
I'm a Thetan with a body and a mind. And I operate in life with a body and mind.